Hi, I'm Sergei, and I am a client of Freed Bodyworks. Have been for a number of months now. I'd say close to 8 months at this point. I got introduced to Freed Bodyworks through at a serendipitous moment, really. It was Francis, one of the great massage therapists at Freed Bodyworks, that was handing out flyers, basically, I believe at a restaurant. And as it just so happened, several months prior to that, I had had an accident, a very strange accident involving a disco ball. Not that one, but a disco ball nonetheless. And so when I met Francis, I was in the mode of getting information about some alternative therapies to help resolve the effects of what that falling disco ball did to me. And so several months later, I had made an appointment and gone in to see them. And I saw at first Aries, and was with her for a couple of 2, 3 sessions. Or not Aries, I believe it was actually Aviva. Aviva, yes, it was. And then went on to, I believe, maybe Aries at that point, and Elizabeth. I think I may be missing someone in here, and then finished with Francis. And each one I can most definitely say is great at what they do. Each one has had obviously different training sessions and different training levels also. They are again excellent at what each one of them does individually because they have different techniques. Each of their techniques is usable for coming from the aspect of what is needed as far as your body is concerned, whether it's something that was caused in different areas and accidents or what have you. Again, their techniques can come to pinpoint what your definitive needs are as a client. I like part of what they are about as far as a group of women in practice. I am all for matriarchy, for one, but more important to that, or equally important to that, is their identification with really being part of the human community, in that gender identification is something that is apparent in their practice, or I should say gender neutrality, not gender identification, the lack thereof. Is really important. I think that's a comment on something that needs to be talked about in our culture, in our society at this point, something that needs to be moved forward. And so I applaud them as an activist. I applaud them for that aspect of who they are and what they bring forward to culture and society too, not just as a practice. But speaking of that, also, they have some great bundle plans that they are able to help save people money. They are, again, also a fantastic practice. The space itself, the energy that it creates is very apparent. It's very well balanced. It feels good. It even smells good and looks great too. So all those aspects I think are really good. You have a choice of many different people that are able to help you with regard to the different types of therapy that they're all individually trained at, and so I really think that it's I know actually it's a really worthwhile practice. I've been in many different modalities, alternative modalities throughout my lifetime, and so I understand finding a good practice is essential to people really being involved with their own health and their own the way of keeping their body attuned and such like that. And this is definitely a place for that attunement. Well, that's all that's being said now. Have a great day.